What you see on screen is a Cryptodrussus michaeli, a spider captured on video for the first time in the province of Almeria. It is an arachnid, measuring less than 3 millimeters. To find it, researchers used these pitfall traps, small containers hidden underground that go unnoticed by local wildlife. According to scientists, we still know very little about the biology of this animal, but its identification is a critical step.
Finding new species, in particular rare species, is very important because rare species, their frequency tell you how well the natural environment is behaving. So if you find the same species all over the place, very abundant species, it means that this habitat is not well preserved. In well-preserved habitats, you expect to see newer and newer rare or not very abundant species.
The challenge is to figure out how this small piece fits into the complex puzzle of biodiversity in southeastern Spain.
Their mission: struggle, protest, and resistance. Their tools: provocation, performance art, and punk rock. The infamous Russian art punk provo combo Pussy Riot have embarked on a European tour. The tour kicked off in Paris on the 2nd of April. Next, the Russian group, famous for their rock prayer at Christ the Savior Cathedral, for which the members received actual prison sentences in 2012, performed in central France. They were hosted by the city of Tours at the iconic local venue Bateau Ivre. Riot Days is a performance based on the books by activist and artist Maria Alyokina.
Это шоу о том, что случилось с нами и с нашей страной за последние 10 лет. Это акция Pussy Riot, это ключевые события в истории, современной истории нашей страны, такие как аннексия Крыма, убийство Алексея Навального, протестные митинги с 14 по 22 год.
Says Maria as she puts on an electronic ankle monitor, which Russian police used to track individuals under house arrest. She fled abroad with it in 2022, and now it serves as a prop in the group's concerts. Last September, the members of Pussy Riot were sentenced in absentia to prison terms ranging from 8 to 13 years under a law regarding the dissemination of fake news about the Russian military, which is how the authorities label any report on the actual situation in the war, as well as the very word war when applied to Ukraine. And in December 2025, the group was designated an extremist organization. According to the activist, their loved ones in Russia are in effect being held hostage by the authorities.
Были произведены достаточно жесткие обыски у всех родственников, всей команды, которая получила уголовное дело. Классика: в 6 утра, взломанные двери, люди в масках, 6-часовые допросы, стращания, угрозы с оружием.
From arrests to anti-war protests and police violence to attacks on residential buildings in Ukrainian cities, Navalny in court the day before his death, and journalist Levina's self-immolation outside the Ministry of Internal Affairs building, footage on a screen mounted on stage immerses the audience in the grim reality of Russia.
5-й год пошел войны, люди погибают там, это живые, настоящие люди. И мне кажется, важно напоминать об этом, рассказывать об этом, показывать ужасы войны в том числе. Важно напоминать людям о том, что в каком состоянии находится Россия и что с ней происходит. Потому что я думаю, что в Европе есть люди, которые до сих пор верят, что с Россией можно как-то договориться, как-то построить какие-то мосты.
According to the participants, the war in Ukraine has been overshadowed in the media as of late by other conflicts in the Middle East, and Europe underestimates the power of Russian propaganda. After France, Riot Days will be shown in the Netherlands, Switzerland, Denmark, Sweden, and the UK. Pussy Riot, with a different lineup, will perform at the Venice Biennale in May with a protest statement against Russia's presence at the event.
I think the feeling of being around these clothes is that there's just history here right in front of us. And I hope that by seeing these pieces, obviously it's quite an intimate thing to look at people's clothing. By seeing the Queen's clothing, it will stir memories and reminiscences in our visitors, of course, for such a long life of duty and service to our country. I think what visitors really, I hope, will take away is a much deeper understanding of her relationship with British fashion, the role she played supporting British design, even from a young age in the 1940s when couture was in its fledgling state here in London and trying to compete with Parisian couture, which of course ultimately it did. And her support of that was so important.
The idea was from the beginning to, let's say, give back to the public the real proportions of the monument. And we have done that thanks to the fact that we have rebuilt the real perimeter, the crepidine of the Colosseum, and at the same time, the dimension of all the arcs of the furniture, which were covered by ground that had been covered for centuries.
Abbiamo voluto restituire al pubblico una parte degli ambulacri mancanti, 2 ambulacri mancanti dell'anfiteatro Flavio, crollati a partire dal VI secolo d.C. per diverse cause. La principale è perché in questo settore il terreno è più instabile.
Ready and turn. Nice.
The wedding is this Saturday. What stories are you gonna do?
What do you mean, my speech?
Yeah. Are you gonna use the first time we met?
Yes.
Okay, what about the first date?
Yeah, of course.
Fuck!
You don't have to do a speech.
So you're saying Charlie is your first love?
Yeah.
First love or your first crush?
Both, I think. Wait, is that insane?
At 30?
So I want to say this thing about her laugh. You know how it's very cute, but it's also kind of
repulsive even.
All right, so before we got married, we did this thing where we said the worst thing we've ever done.
Okay. I'll tell mine if we all do it. Promise?
What did you do?
This dog.
Beer bottles and porn.
You left him there overnight.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing I've ever done?
Okay,
Are you serious?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna order an Uber.
Emma, what the fuck?
Am I sensing some nerves? Remember, you know each other really well.
You have to stop thinking about it.
Can I just say stop thinking?
So you are thinking about it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I am thinking about it now.
How can you even trust her?
You're being incredibly hypocritical.
I never said he was mentally disabled.
Yes, you did. You said he was slow. You said he was slow. Emma, true love is complicated.
Sorry.
I was just trying to do your stupid joke thing. It's about acceptance, radical acceptance.
Why are you acting like you've never done anything bad? What the fuck was that?
I don't know. It's just, there's some drama. It's very funny.
A woman who admitted to selling Matthew Perry the ketamine that killed him has been sentenced to 15 years in prison. Jasveen Sangha, known as Ketamine Queen, is the third defendant to be sentenced of the 5 people who have pleaded guilty in connection with the 2023 overdose of the 54-year-old actor. Perry had openly admitted that he had been battling addictions for decades. The late actor's mother, Susan Morrison, and his stepfather and well-known journalist Keith Morrison were present at the courthouse. Perry's role as Chandler Bing on NBC's Friends in the 1990s and 2000s made him one of the biggest television stars of his era. Sangha is the only one whose plea deal included an acknowledgement of causing Perry's death.